Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm coming from Berlin. I just arrived. Me and Fritz flew in a few hours ago. Cam's coming to join us in a couple of days, and they're both racing at the German National Championships. We're here with a greater team. We're here with SG Frankfurt, Chad's club. It's going to be a great meet, and I'm sure I'm going to make some vlogs. So if you want to see them, do like this video and subscribe to the channel. But off the back of the US trials, I've got one more sort of topic I really want to talk about, and it's been brought to the attention to me, and it's something I feel strongly about, but by Caeleb Dressel. Caeleb Dressel, who raced again at this meet, not super well. His best finish was third in the 50-meter butterfly. He missed A finals in all the freestyle events, and I think he come in like 5th or 6th in the 100 butterfly, well adrift of his world record and PB. Caeleb Dressel is someone who is obviously super talented, super hard working, and a great person to have in the sport. All of these things I truly believe in, and I'm super happy he's back. But something that he's done now on 2 occasions in his career is take a lengthy break, and one that he's come back way more positive after. And I think breaks are super healthy. I think breaks are something that maybe you need or may need in the journey of your swimming career. And they're something that we're not often encouraged to do, and I think they lead to really bad things when they don't happen. I'm going to take a look back at Caeleb's career a little bit now and see how he's used breaks, and maybe you can look at this and his journey, and maybe you can use breaks to a positive way as well. But I mean, I've got something right here. I first made a Facebook post about Caeleb Dressel in 2013. I made a Facebook post because, you know, I didn't have Instagram stuff then, but I put a 16-year-old just went 49.63 at the US trials, bit fast, and then I've done the L emoji face. I don't even know what that means, but I used it a load back then, and that was my first ever post about Caeleb Dressel. He was on the radar. I'm a year older than Caeleb, so I'd have been 17 at the time, and I would have still been swimming. I'd been like, whoa, 49 at 16. It's funny because now we're talking about, well, kids at 14 going 49, and 16 going 47, and 17 going 46 on world records, but that is still good for a 16-year-old, and was an awesome swim back then. And Caeleb finished that year, 2013, when he was 16, a World Junior champion. I think he went 48 at World Juniors, even quicker. That was in Dubai. I followed that meet quite closely. And he then went to like a short course yards junior national meet, where he swam pretty fast. He then had an operation for a deviated septum, but didn't get back in the pool straight after, and ended up having, I think, if the stuff I've read online is correct, 5 months off until, well, probably about May 2014. So that's quite a big break to have at such a crucial part of your swimming career. You know, he's just become World Junior champion. He's on the rise. He's coming into senior swimming, and he decides to take 5 months off. And the interviews I've seen of him, 17, 18-year-old Caeleb, back then, about to go to Florida Gators, very similar to the one I've just witnessed him give at the end of US trials, and that's, I'm back with more positivity, I needed a mental break, and I now want to give more to this sport. That's kind of what I think you can take from Caeleb Dressel. He then, 2014, 2015, I mean, 2015, he went 21.5 long course at probably like 19 then. So, wow, super good. 2016, he goes to the Olympics, gets 2 relay gold medals. 2017, he has one of the most exceptional meets ever. 7 gold medals, relays, individuals, the works. 2018, bad. That was the motorbike accident. And when he signed with Speedo, left Mizuno, I always followed that. 1 individual win at Pan Pacs after 7 golds the year before. Then 2019, epic again. 6 golds, 2 silvers for 8 medals at the single world champs. And then the Tokyo Olympics, 5 golds. And then a year after that awesome Tokyo meet, he goes to Worlds in 2022. He wins the 4x1 freestyle relay on day 1, leading off in a great time, but not great by his standards. He then wins the 50 fly, I think in 22.5. Nice. And then he leaves. He goes home, and that's where there was a lot of fuss. He went off social media. He didn't do any interviews. He didn't talk to anyone until literally after this US trials meet, like a few days ago. So basically almost a whole calendar year, with the exception of some Instagram lives where he mainly talked about farm and donkeys, if I'm not mistaken. He was talking to his viewers about donkeys. I checked in on that live stream on Instagram. And he's finally spoken. He said he's happy, and he swam, well, bad. With the exception of the 50 fly where he got the bronze, 23.3 is not slow, but it's also a second adrift of his PB. He swam bad at this meet. But I will look back at some interviews from 2014, and he was saying how he was super happy with his performances because on 2 months of training, they weren't as bad as he considered they could have been. But they were still probably bad for him then. So it's kind of like history is repeating itself. A year or a year and a bit away from the Olympics, he takes a break, comes back, doesn't do well, and then goes on to do these amazing things. In 2015, that was maybe one of the best years of his junior swimming, 21.5, or his younger swimming, and I back him to be great next year. But so the point I want to make here, I've just rambled a little bit about Caeleb being awesome, which he is, but the point I want to make is that I think so many swimmers are so conditioned that they can't take a break, because if you have a break, you go backwards. One day out the pool is like 2 days of training lost, and so on, so on. It's the thing we're conditioned to believe since day one of our swimming career, which most people don't have a break from. The day you start at 9, 10, 11, you swim all the way, especially in the UK, you swim September to August, 4 weeks off. September to August, 4 weeks off. Maybe you have a couple of weeks off over Christmas if your family take you on holiday like mine did. And you just keep going, and you never take a break because you can't. There's always nationals or a qualifying meet or a trials or a this or that. You can't take a break. You can't miss a meet. And that only gets exaggerated when you start going to bigger meets. Oh, you can't. It's World Champs year. It's Pan Pacs year. It's Commonwealth Games year. It's Europeans year. It's Olympic year. You can't take time off, so you don't. And then guess what ends up happening? You get fed up. You get mentally burnt out and you quit. And that's why so many swimmers quit at 18 or 19. And I feel like if they had the option to take 3, 4, 5, 6 months, a year off and come back refreshed mentally and physically, people would stay in the sport a lot longer. Even someone like Ian Thorpe quit the sport of swimming at 24, 2 years younger than Caeleb Dressel is now. And while I'm not saying everyone who watches this video should go and take a 6-month break from tomorrow, I do think it's okay if you need to step back and miss a little bit out, you know, especially like at that 17, 18, 19 age group where you've got a lot going on in your life. And I think it's okay. So that's my message to you. Caeleb Dressel may end up having one of the best long careers of any swimmer ever if he keeps going and maybe keeps taking time out and coming back refreshed. And if he's one of the best swimmers of all time, which he already is, if he never swum again from tomorrow, he is already one of the greatest swimmers of all time. I'll argue that to my deathbed. He is epic. He is awesome. I mean, 14 World Championship titles, long course, 7 Olympic titles, long course, well, long course, of course. How can you argue against that? But maybe, just maybe, the breaks that he's given himself have left him reinvigorated, and maybe we'll keep seeing Caeleb Dressel race fast for many years to come. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. And I think the worst thing you can do is just keep swimming up and down, averaging again, average again, average again, when your mind's not fully into it. You don't love it. That's when you need to take a break. Because if you keep doing that, you keep slogging, you will end up breaking, quitting, or just being bad for longer than you need to be. If you're not loving it, it's okay. Take a step back, and if you want to do it again, that means you probably will find the love for it. If you don't want to do it again, well then you're not going to be missing out, because if you don't want to do it, you won't be putting 100% in. And I say that as someone who's swum and is a coach. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy watching Caeleb Dressel swim over the next season and more to come. And I hope you subscribe to this channel. As always, I'll see you on the next one.